All right, so we got some stuff going on at the shop today. We got the tires back on the R5 Renault. Both the passenger front tire and the driver's rear tire had bead leaks, really bad. I don't get why that would happen, but they seem to be holding there now. I took them apart, wire brushed the beads, and then painted the insides of the rims where the beads connect to the tires, and that seems to be working. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So got that back on its four wheels. Been doing a little bit of sanding, block sanding on the Berkeley. Haven't been doing anything to the DKW since we painted the bumpers. They came out really good. But this thing, this is our 54 Nash project that's been needing some paint. Used to be two-tone green, kind of a willow green on the bottom and a dark green on the top. And this whole side was wrecked as I found out that it had inches of Bondo. I got rid of all the Bondo, hammered all the metal back, fixed the rust, and block sanded it for the umpteenth time. And as you can see, there were some low spots which I could not sand out. So I ended up putting more Bondo. These green patches here are my low spots. And now I'm getting ready to shoot primer, more black SPI primer. You can see I also found a couple more high spots here with the block sander. That really makes a paint job come out nice when you have long panels. Another high spot there. So it's getting there. I knew this side would be a little tricky. I just didn't realize how tricky it would be. So all those little spots are going to get covered up by black primer, and then we'll block sand it again. And while I have the paint out, or the primer I should say, I sanded down the underside of the hood, filled in all the holes that were from some weird ornament on there, and we're going to spray this with primer too. I want to paint that in the future. So we got some stuff going on. So let's wax and grease remover, wipe this down and get a coat on there. It's beautiful out today, 75 degrees. Should dry really, really fast and should look really good. All right, so it's a really great day for spraying. Stella's soaking up the sun, as well as the No Frills Nash with its first coat of black SPI primer. I got under the hood real good. That came out nice. It's looking shiny. It's going to take paint just fine, but I need more on the door here. I can see my body work, so I don't know that I have more black. I'm going to have to go with buff, some high build buff, just the cheap stuff, and put a good coat on this door so when I block sand it, it's not for naught, and then I'll seal coat it with black when I'm done. I'll get some more of that. All right, so a little bit of a bummer, just didn't have enough material. That's the way it goes. All right, so I misspoke. It's not buff colored, it's gray. It's not slick sand, I'm out of that as well. It's called Feather Fill by Evercoat. I'm using my old Harbor Freight spray gun right there that I've drilled out. That's my purple spray gun to a 2.0 tip, something like that, 5/16 I believe. And I've got one heavy coat of Feather Fill on here. I'm gonna go for another. I don't want any body work to show, and this door seems to be the last hurrah of blocking on this car. So I'm going to give it another good coat, and then I'll sand, and probably sand some more, and then sand some more, and keep sanding, because that's what body work's all about. Lots of sanding. Looks like a police car, doesn't it? Kind of cool.